After demolishing Germany to kick off the World Junior Hockey Championships in Ufa, Russia, Canada faced Slovakia today, and there was controversy again following another big Canadian hit. Less than 3 minutes into the first period, Marco Dano will pick up the loose puck and score. It's 1-0 for Canada. Here is the first big hit coming up. J.C. Lapon gets his hands up, and he will get the boot for contact to the head, and his day is done. Then with a 2-0 Slovakia in the second, Ryan Strome has all types of time, and he makes it 2-1 at that point. Here is the second hit. The puck is in the player's skates. Anthony Camara delivers the hit. There's no penalty called. The Slovakian player was taken off on a stretcher. No word on his condition. Camara then got 5 and a game. Slovakia with a two-man advantage here. Marco Dano gets his second of the game. It's 3-1. Slovakia say, what? But here comes Canada. Morgan Riley gets one on the power play. Then it's Ty Ratty getting another with the man advantage, and it's tied at 3. Still in the second, Xavier Ouellette makes it 4-3. Canada coming up here. And they have all the momentum at that point. Third period, the Nuge. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with some great moves in close. Wow, 5-3. That is nasty. Finally, it's Ryan Strome again for Canada, his second, and make the final 6-3 for Canada over Slovakia. Canada's next game is against the United States at 2 a.m. Mountain Time on Sunday morning. Stay up for that one with more on the hit by Camara, which will not receive any more disciplinary action. Here is TSN's Brent Wallace.
I think it kind of was a TSN turning point, if you will.
Anthony Camara's hit early in the second period could have easily derailed Team Canada, but in the end it became a rallying point to lead the team to a win over Slovakia. Camara received a 5-minute major and a game misconduct as a result, but Canadian officials and players are saying the call came after Camara was allegedly told the hit was clean.
And Camara was told to his face it was a clean hit. That's correct.
I heard some guys in the room talk about it, and I think he said it. I think they came up to him and said that was a clean hit, and that's all I know. And then the next thing, it was a 5-minute.
Camara became the second Canadian player to receive a 5 in a game. In the first period, J.C. Lapon was ejected after this hit. Tomasz Mikic appears to be seriously hurt, but then shortly after comes back to score Slovakia's second goal. That only added to Canada's frustration. Head coach Steve Spott was left to temper his reaction after the game.
There was a lot of frustration. I think a lot of questions on our bench with what's acceptable and what isn't. But our job as coaches is to make sure that the focus remains where it needs to be. And I give our leadership group a lot of credit. We're able to stay resilient and obviously come out with a huge win for the hockey club. I think I've got a full appreciation for how good the officiating is in the Canadian Hockey League right now.
In my eyes, what the two hits was dirty. It's not good in a World Championship. I think we accept clear hits, but it was hands were too high and it was really dirty.
In all, Canada was assessed 58 minutes in penalties, making it the second most penalized game ever for Canada at this tournament. And the Canadians could very well find themselves shorthanded at forward for their next game against the Americans on the 30th. While Anthony Camara won't receive any supplementary discipline, J.C. Lapon could still face a possible suspension, and Boone Jenner has 1 game left to serve on his 3-game suspension. Brent Wallace, TSN, Ufa.
From day 3 at the 35th Annual Max Tournament in Calgary, the Pronghorns dropped their first game 3-0 to the Okanagan Rockets. Let's try that again. Okanagan Rockets, there we go, to kick things off. Today they faced one of the teams from outside Canada in the Carolina Junior Hurricanes. That was tough to say. I had a hunch that was going to be trouble. And unfortunately, they just came up short in this one as they lose 5-4. The next game for the Pronghorns is tomorrow afternoon when they face the UFA Bisons at 5:15 at Max Bell Arena. The Lethbridge Hurricanes announced that veteran defenseman Albin Blomqvist has returned home from Sweden. He returned home at Christmas and will remain there to recover from his concussion at home. The second half of the season begins tonight for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. The Canes are on the road in Calgary tonight to take on the Hitmen. Calgary has won the last 2 games against the Canes, each by a 3-2 score. The Canes enter tonight's game in 6th place in the Eastern Conference. These two teams will do it all over again on Saturday night in Lethbridge. And there is your look at sports. Okanagan Rockets.
Rockets. That's all
So
right.
close.
That's
Not
all
even,
right.
actually, not even close.
Nobody's perfect. When we come back on the CTV News at 5, check out this. Why is the shark laying on the ground? We'll tell you when we come back.
Tired.